All right, everybody, welcome. It is week 2 of our healthy living class for this year. For this season, this market season. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you don't want to come on camera, you don't have to come on camera. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. If you are joining us on Facebook Live right now, then you feel free to put it in our comment section and we'll be sure to see it there. So if you, once again, if you have any questions, put it in the chat or put it in the comment section and we'll be able to see it. So we're going to go ahead and get started for this week so that we can get you all out on time so that you all have the rest of your day to enjoy to yourselves. So it is sneaking in more fruits and vegetables. Today's session is going to have a good amount of videos in it because I like to show you all what I am talking about. So if you do have some audio, then make sure you turn it up so that you're able to hear the video. And let's go ahead and get started. So our objectives of this week or of this lesson is going to be how many fruits and how many servings of fruits and vegetables do you need to have per day? What is exactly a serving? Because, you know, we hear we need to have however many fruits and vegetable servings, but like how much is that? So we'll learn a little bit about that, about how much the sizing of it, ways to add in more fruits and vegetables, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert. And then we'll learn a little bit more about the My Plate app. And we'll have our physical activity suggestion that I'll show every week, just so that we can all get started with being more, moving more throughout the day, and just knowing that you don't have to go to a gym or have expensive equipment in order to be able to be physically active. So what is a serving? So we need to get about 4 to 5 fruits and vegetable servings per day. And so that could really look like a lot of different things. And that is usually for people over the age of 18. It's a little bit different for children under 18. But as we're mostly or probably all adults here, it's going to be about 4 to 5 servings for fruit and vegetables per day. And so that could be one medium fruit that's about the size of your fist. So if you think, oh, a serving for fruit, it'll be about the size of your fist. So like an orange or an apple, whatever size that your fist is. Or like if you're thinking of some raw leafy vegetables or greens, then that's about a cup here. Fresh, frozen, or canned is half a cup is a serving. And then for vegetable juice, half a cup is a serving. And that goes the same for the fruits as well. Fresh, frozen, or canned, half a cup is about a serving. Dried fruits, a fourth of a cup is about a serving. And then fruit juice is a fourth of a cup as well. So that could look different to if depending on what you eat. So if you eat fruit, frozen or canned fruits and vegetables, then that could look different too as well. So here's just another chart just showing like what exactly is a serving. So that's 4 large strawberries or a fourth of a medium pineapple. 16 grapes is a serving of fruit. A bell pepper, half of a large bell pepper is considered to be a serving. So we might be getting some of these servings if you do eat fruits and vegetables a lot, because some people do, some people don't, whatever your case might be. Some people do eat fruits and vegetables a lot, and so you might not even be realizing that you're getting that serving in. And so like half of medium potato is a serving, or half of a large zucchini is a serving as well, or half of a small squash, yellow squash, is a serving as well. So we might be getting those servings in, but also we might not be. And so that is where we come in, and that's where I kind of want to show you all just different ways of incorporating some of that fruit, fresh fruits and vegetables into our diet, because it can be fresh, or it can be frozen, or it can be canned as well. So don't just think that, oh, eating healthy is just 100% fresh fruits and vegetables. It just depends on your lifestyle. It depends on what you're willing to spend at the grocery store as well, because everything has gone up in the grocery store. So frozen and canned fruits and vegetables might be the best bang for your buck. $1. But it also depends on your schedule as well, because if you buy fresh fruits and vegetables, then you have to work around those fresh fruits and vegetables. If you don't eat them, they're still going to go bad, right? And so if you leave them in the bottom of your refrigerator drawers, they're still going to go bad, regardless of what busy week you have or not. So sometimes buying that frozen or buying the can to where it's more convenient for you, depending on what your schedule's looking like for the week. And so that's another thing that I wanted to bring up is just making sure that when you are deciding to purchase those fresh fruits and vegetables, make sure you look at your schedule, because a lot of people look at, oh, what do I want to eat this week? But also look at your schedule for the week, because you might have a chapter meeting or an after school activity, or I have to do this or that, or this or that, or anything. So make sure that you're looking at what you're doing for the week as well, to make sure that you're able to get all these servings in. So breakfast, this is just some small ways of getting in some extra fruits and vegetables. Smoothies are an easy way to get in whole cups of fruits without even trying. So like we were saying, like your fist, it might be the size of like an apple or something like that. And that is a serving. As well. So if you add in apples or grapes, they said there was 16 grapes is a serving. And so just depending on what you want in your smoothies as well. Drinking a 4-ounce glass of 100% fruit juice will give you half a serving of a fruit. And so not like the fruit cocktails or like the just has to be 100% fruit juice. Add vegetables like bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, and spinach to egg white omelets, or any kind of omelet that you want. And then also a different way is if you're low cost or rushing on time in the morning to get some breakfast, it just depends on what you're doing in the mornings. You can mix in some frozen mixed vegetables into a dish, put 2 eggs in it, put it in the microwave, and then you can have some eggs and vegetables for breakfast. And you can add anything on top of that, hot sauce or whatever, to make it a little jazzy fancy for you to want to eat it in the morning. And so those are just some ways. And I know another way for the smoothies is if you make your pre-bagged frozen smoothie mix of yourself. So if you want to have frozen fruits and vegetables in it, all you have to do is put it in a baggie, put it in your freezer, and then whenever you're ready to make a smoothie, you just pull it down, put it in the blender, and then you add in milk or water or whatever your liquid would be. And then that's your easy to go smoothie that you already had pre-made, that you didn't really have to think a lot of, except for when you were getting ready to prepare it for that as well. So next is going to be a video. We're talking a little bit about lunches. Ways to add in more fruits and vegetables to our lunches is if we do like the deli sandwiches, like I know if you go to like any grocery store deli or any of the sandwich places, load up on those vegetables, because you're paying the price of the food anyway. And so usually the vegetables are the free part, or quote unquote free, you're still paying for it, but load up on those extra vegetables so that you'll get in that added crunch, the added nutrients in it as well. And then also salads that aren't salads. This is becoming a larger trend on social media. And so for those that don't have social media, but you might utilize YouTube, a way that you can add in more vegetables into your everyday eating, or your lunch or your dinners, whatever the case may be, are that salads that aren't salads. I know that some people don't like the leafy greens, some people don't like romaine, some people don't like whatever you don't like about the salad portion. You can have different types of salads that are lettuce free. And so if you are looking to go on to YouTube or looking it up on the internet instead of going on social media, if you don't utilize that, then you can type in salads that aren't salads, no lettuce salads, lettuce free salad, anything but lettuce salads. And so I'll show you one of these videos that just utilizes lettuce free salads. So give me just a moment. Okay, everybody. So that's just one of the different types of recipes that you can use, especially if you have a favorite vegetable or if you have a favorite different types of vegetables, then you can utilize those into those no salad, no lettuce salads, so that you can use them or eat them at any time. And they're still delicious and they have all the added nutrients in them from the vegetables. So a different type of way for your snacks is just cutting up fruits and vegetables as soon as you get home from the grocery store and putting them in small baggies for on-the-go snacks. I say this a lot because I will let it go bad if I don't see it. If I put it in the little drawer at the bottom of my refrigerator, it's as good as gone because it's not in my eyesight. I don't see it every day. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at something in the same drawer and I found the grapes that I bought 2 weeks ago that should have been eaten, but they weren't. But a way that I mitigated that myself when I was living by myself was to, make sure that I go ahead and pluck them off the branch and wash them and put them in little baggies and have them right up in front where next to everything else that I see all day, every day when I'm looking in my refrigerator for something. Just making sure that it's visible, because for me, and maybe for somebody else, if you put it up, if you hide something, I could put one thing in front of it and I won't see it. So I have to have things visible in order for me to see it. And so I like to tell people this, if that is the case for you, is if you wanting to add in more fruits and vegetables into your diet or just on the go, or when you take things for lunch, making sure that you just go ahead when you get it from the store, wash it off, put it in a baggie, put it where you can see it, and you'll be more likely to grab it when you're leaving or going somewhere. And making sure that it's just easy and already prepared. One thing that I will say is when you are at the grocery store now, the pre-prepared fruits and vegetables that are at your, your grocery store's produce aisles, those tend to be a lot more expensive than just cutting it up yourself and doing it yourself. So you see here on the right where everything looks all pretty, you can do that at home. You can get containers that look like this, that look like the, what is it, Publix or Kroger or whatever, grocery store that you go to, and have it all made up like this, and you can take that and do it yourself, and it's a lot cheaper, especially when you're using produce that is either on sale or that's in season. And that is a way. And then also keeping a bowl of fruit on the counter for quick snacking, keeping it visible, so that you're able to see it and utilize it as well. So next is another video that we have, and it's just talking about other ways of adding in some different types of vegetables to our dinners. We talk about, well, this is going to be like a meatless Monday. And so Meatless Monday is just challenging yourself not to eat meat on the Mondays and to make a dish that has other protein other than meat on there. Another way of adding in some vegetables into your dinners is to add in chopped carrots, broccoli, or mix of other your favorite vegetables to soup, salads, meatloafs, and casseroles. I believe when I was younger, my mother used to put in like the carrots and mushrooms into like the meat sauce of our spaghetti. And it was so small that you didn't even really notice it. And so you still ate it and you're getting in those servings like that. So let vegetables, beans, and other grain foods like whole wheat pasta and brown rice be your main dishes, and using meat as your side dish, because a lot of other cultures use vegetables and beans and like that, things like that as their main dishes. And usually just people that are American, we use our meats as our main dish. So that is just another way of thinking. And then challenging yourself to try new vegetables from the produce aisle, from frozen food sections, and your local farmers market. I like going to the grocery store and just, if I see something that I've never tried before, at least get it one time. It might be a little bit more expensive than what I'm usually getting, but it's just the one time, unless I really like it. And then it'll have to be added to the rotation or whenever it goes on sale. But I like to try new things at the grocery store because, you know, you get so used to eating the same thing every other week that you don't ever expand your palate, and you might be missing out on something good. And, you know, you might be able to get it on sale if you see it again, or if you ever want to try it again. So this is going to be another video, just Meatless Monday recipes. I believe there's 2 of them I want to show you just so that you can see. And if you are interested in it, then I can find the recipes for you, and then I can send it to you for my email. So give me just a minute and I will show you. Okay, so that was the 2 recipes, the cauliflower General Tso's, and then also the eggplant dish as well. I know that a lot of people like the lasagnas, and so oh, one more thing. I actually almost forgot. Before I go to the next slide, I'm gonna stop this. Okay, and so every Monday for joining our class, you want to, or if you have joined our class, then you'll be able to get $10 off of any of your purchases from Fresh on Deck for this upcoming week. And so the word of the week is dinner. I had it up here. And so the word of the week is dinner. And so if you join us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, any of our stops, you will be, you just have to let us know that you have the word of the week. Let us know what the word of the week is, and then we will, when you check out, then you'll get $10 off of your purchase for the week. It's only going to be used one time. So if you don't come on Monday or Tuesday and then try to use it again on Thursday, just try to use it that one time. And so that is the word of the week. Make sure you write it down, make sure you have it. And we will see you all Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I will have our stops at the end of my presentation so that you'll be able to write down your closest stop to you and join us there. So sorry about that. That's my phone. Okay, so also for our dessert, a little something sweet at the end of the meal. If you crave something sweet, make a delicious fruit dessert that will still satisfy your sweet tooth, or you can also add until your favorite dessert. And so I like to add things in when I'm talking about these classes, or where I'm talking about, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables or healthy eating. just adding things into our everyday diet so that it's not like we're just taking away the best parts of what we like the most, right? And so these are just some different ways of adding in to your favorite desserts, or if you like chocolate, if you don't like chocolate, whatever the case may be. But this is just an idea that you can see, and then you can still get your serving of fruit and vegetable, or excuse me, your fruit in, and then also get a little something sweet added into it with it. So look at these, give it a try. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, maybe next time, right? And then also, this is our recipe of the week for Fresh on Deck. I will be doing food demonstrations all week at every stop. I'll try to have it going throughout the entire stop, but if we run out, then we'll let you know that we ran out. It is the sweet pepper trio, and this kind of goes along with the fresh fruits or sneaking in more fresh fruits and vegetables, because with this dish you can have it just like this, and you can add it on top of a salad, or with as a side for something, or you can just add in more fruits and more vegetables to this dish as well, because if you like the peppers, then you can also add in broccoli or mushrooms, onions, any kind of other vegetable that goes with these. I myself am not a pepper person, but we have had people try this recipe and they say they really love it, and they add it on to the different items that they serve for their dinner or their lunch, or as a side or something like that. And so it's bell peppers. We have some garlic, balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper to taste, and some olive oil. And then next is going to be our video of how we prepare this as well. If you don't join us throughout the week at our Fresh on Deck stops, and you still want to see how this is prepared, then I'll show you right now. And if you also don't, if you want to add in more spices, then that is up to you as well. You can always make it that suits your individual taste. And so, when we show these recipes for Fresh on Deck, they can be just the beginning stages of it. They can be just the simplified version of what it is, but you can always change it up and make it to suit your taste better. So if you like something else besides balsamic vinegar, you can use that as well, or you can use soy sauce instead, or low sodium soy sauce. If you like something a little bit spicier, then you can add in some spices to it as well. So that's just what I like about the Fresh on Deck. They're always able to be customized for your individual palates or whatever your family likes. So the next steps with this is, if you're already eating plenty of fruits and vegetables every day, your next steps might just be including more color into what you're eating. Yes, the ingredients will be for sale this week at our market. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will have green, red, and yellow bell peppers for you to purchase. We don't have anything else. We just have the produce, but it's not a one-stop shop, but it can take out a little bit portion of your grocery shopping needs if you do want to try the recipe at home. But yeah, back up. What I was saying is that just including more fruits and more color into your fruits and vegetable variety. So you might be getting all of your servings for the day, but you might be eating the same couple of things. And so we just want to include more color. All fruits and vegetables contain vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that will help prevent heart disease, cancers, and other illnesses. And some of these nutrients are fiber and potassium, folates, vitamin A's, vitamin C's. And the best way to get all those various nutrients is to eat all the fruits and vegetables that have different colors. No, peppers aren't the only thing that's being sold this week. There will be other produce as well, but we will have, for the recipe of the week, we will have the bell peppers that you need for the recipe. But we do have other produce that we will be selling as well. So this is just some of the eat the rainbow, eat more color, the different kinds of colors that associate with the different types of produce that there is. So usually red fruits and vegetables have a lot of vitamin C and vitamin A and potassium. Yellow and orange fruits and vegetables also have vitamin C, vitamin A, and potassium as well. Green means that they have a lot of potassium and vitamin K, which aids in blood clotting process. They also have high concentration of antioxidants and fiber, with those dark leafy greens as well. And so, excuse me. This is talking a little bit about the MyPlate app. It is a way that if you have goals in mind, like we were talking about last week, if you have goals in mind that you want to achieve, we're going to also talk about setting your goals as well. But this might be a easy to use app. It is from the MyPlate, the USDA.gov. And so they have an app that can tell you a little bit about or how to choose your goals for the week in that MyPlate app. So if you want to give it a try, then you are also able to as well. So last week when we were talking about setting our goals, if you weren't here last week, then we'll go over it again, but we'll talk about this every week. But if your goal for these classes, or if you didn't have any goals before you decided you wanted to attend these classes, or if you had one in mind that you didn't really know how to put into like to get started, then we can talk about our SMART goals, and that is just turning bigger goals into smaller goals to help you build a habit of it. So if you have like a really big goal, which is I'm going to eat healthy, or I want to start eating healthier, and that's a really good goal to have. But sometimes that can take a couple of steps. It could take a couple of different turns. It depends on what you're doing. So we want to make that into a SMART goal. And so that means that we have to make it specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And so that means that you have to describe exactly what you want to do. You want to measure your progress, be able to measure your progress. just making sure that you actually have the tools and the time and the resource to be able to actually achieve your goal as well. You want to make it realistic. And then also you want to have a start date, frequency, and a deadline as well. So I'm going to eat healthier. I want to start eating healthier. Your new goal could be, beginning this weekend, I'll fill 2/3 of my plate with fruits and vegetables at every meal, 4 days a week. And so the good thing about these goals, or about like having a SMART goal, is that you can change it to what you can do as well. So maybe having 2/3 of your plate with fruits and vegetables, it seems like it's too big of a goal for you right now. And that's okay, because you can always customize it and making it a little bit more attainable, right? So you can say, I want to fill 2/3 of my plate with fruits and vegetables at one meal, 2 days out of the week, or at 3 meals, 4 days out of the week, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And so that's just what you can make your goal into. And so another goal could be, I want to exercise more, or I want to be more physically active. And that's a great goal to have, but how can we do that? Is making it into a SMART goal, making it specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Is beginning on Monday, I'll do at least 30 minutes of activity 5 days a week. And sometimes that is too much for somebody, or that can be too much because my goals are different than your goals, which is going to be different than somebody else's goals. And so what you can do is saying, beginning Monday, I'll do at least 5 minutes of physical activity or walking up and down my street, at least 2 days out of the week, or whatever you feel like is something that is attainable for you, to just get started. And so those are just some ways that you can take those bigger goals that you have, turning them into SMART goals. And then you can put an ending date on this. So at the end of this 16 weeks of Fresh on Deck season, that could be the end of that one. And then you can do another goal, or it can be at the end of a month, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want your ending date to be. So just from Physical Activity 101, this is just what is recommended. But if you have not been physically active, or if you're pregnant, or if you have any physical hindrances for you being physically active, then first we want you to start with talking to a primary care physician first. And then this is just what is recommended for somebody to be physically active. But if you haven't been, then any physical activity is promoted. And it doesn't just have to be this 50 minutes a week, 150 minutes a week. It can just start with 5 minutes. So this is a physical activity suggestion. I like to show people that have different body types, that are different, that may look like you, that might not look like you, that are doing things that you haven't done before. If you like to dance, then this is one of these cardio type workouts or physical activity type workouts, where you can dance and get in your physical activity this way. A lot of the videos that I'm going to show you are either going to be dancing type videos, walking. We have some lower body exercises as well as upper body. So it just depends on what you're into. But every week we're going to have some kind of physical activity suggestion, so that if you don't know what you like to do, then here's the suggestions for you to maybe try it if you do have internet access and YouTube. So I'm going to show you just a snippet of this. And if you're interested in getting any of these physical activity suggestions that I have, then feel free to email me. It's going to be on the very next slide, my email address, to where you can email me and ask me what the link is so that you're able to watch the full thing and utilize it for yourself. So give me one more second and I'll show it to you.
Hello out there. It is pretty dancey, it's pretty fast paced, and it's pretty high. Off in 5, 6, 7, and 8. Warm up coming your way. All right, you hear it coming in. Start with a nice little squat. It's down and up. Are you ready? Watch me, right? Give me 2.
Don't give me step over. I'm not a footballer.
Come on.
They call me T'Challa. Me black
Again.
Ube sorry be dada. Like a Rasta man. Go shefi saraku. It's
Get
not a
dancing right here. In,
open
up,
and
down, other
close.
side.
Open and close. No dey postpone.
Engage. 2.
Open and close.
So they have, I know this particular YouTube creator, they have all different types of videos. They have slower dances. That one was more of the upper, the higher paced ones. But they have like Beyonce ones and all your favorite artists and all your favorite music genres. And so if you're interested in seeing that or seeing more of it, then just shoot me an email and it's here. My name is Jamel Hawkins. I am the Family Consumer Sciences agent with the University of Georgia Extension for DeKalb County. And so throughout the summer, this is what I do all summer is do the videos and the classes, and I'll do all the food demonstrations. But outside of the season, I also do more health and wellness type of programming all throughout DeKalb County. And so if you're interested in having programming for whatever organization that you have, then feel free to email me as well. But my email is Jamil, J-A-M as in Mary, I-L-L-E, period, Hawkins, H-A-W-K-I-N as in Nancy S at uga.edu. If you want more information about Fresh on Deck, then we have our freshondeck.com. We also are very active on our Facebook and our Instagram for any updates or just some posts throughout the week. It's Fresh on Deck, DEK. And then on the right of the screen is our weekly evaluation that I ask that you all fill out. And so here's the QR code, and at the bottom is just the shortened website address for it. So feel free to fill out our evaluation for this week so that we can get some feedback for the rest of the time that we are here. So if you have joined us today, like you all have, then make sure that when you come to visit us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that you have the word of the week. Make sure that you write that down and make sure that you have it. And then also that you request a kitchen gadget at this week's stop. And so you're able to we have kitchen gadgets to give you for just participating and being in this class for today. So on Tuesdays, we'll be at County Line, Ellenwood Library, and Beulah Missionary Baptist Church. Wednesdays, we'll be at Scott Canner Library and Lou Walker Senior Center. Thursdays, we'll be at Clarkson Community Center and East Lake YMCA. And Fridays, we'll be at Reserve at Harrison Lake and the DeKalb County Extension Office over on Memorial Drive. So thank you all for joining us today. I'll go back for if you want the evaluation link as well, or if you want to write down my email address, if you have any comments or questions. And also, I just want to make sure that you all know that we will be out because of the Memorial holiday. Memorial Day holiday. We do observe all DeKalb County holidays. And so we will not be out on Tuesday. Tuesday the 30th, we will not be out, but we will be back on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. So I just wanted to make sure that you all knew that. And we will also let people know throughout this week so that you all be reminded that we won't be out on Tuesday. And so I hope that you all have a great week and we will see you out. Make sure that you stop by my tent for the food demonstrations if we're out. And so we'll see you all next week. Have a great day.